And just get as comfortable as you can. So it doesn't need to be Shavasana. If you want to get into the hips, you can bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. If you want some maybe lower back relief, soles of the feet to the mat, knees up. And just settle in, relax, close the eyes. If you're not, relax the jaw. And just let anything you came in here with, try to let it go for the next.
What could that be?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I have no idea. What could be on our mind? But we're going to let it go.
We're going to let it go.
I don't know if I can. I'm trying to learn.
Let that go try to let it go for the next 60 moments. Starting to deepen the inhales, the exhales. And just let that breath flow in through the nose, out through the nose. And with each round, you're just going to find yourself in a deeper variation than the one before. And you should start to notice that as the breath is getting deeper, the body is getting more relaxed. Hopefully less thoughts crowding the mind. And with each inhale and exhale, you're just going to surrender to that. Keeping in mind that this breath you're creating is going to carry you through the practice. These inhales and exhales are going to guide you from pose to pose. You're going to use them to help maintain your poses and also using them to deepen your poses if you choose to do so, but never compromising, never holding. And just taking these next few moments here, settling into the breath, settling into the body. And then from here, if the legs aren't stretched out long, just go ahead and stretch the legs out long. And just start to bring small movements by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. And then eventually broadening the movements by rotating the wrists, pointing and flexing the feet. Eventually arms are going to reach up overhead, toes point down, coming into a full body stretch, creating the longest you can create. And then hugging the knees in towards the chest. So just go ahead, take a few rocks from left to right. Just starting to iron out the lower back, waking up the spine. Perfect. And then bringing it back to center, bringing the grasp around the right shin and releasing the left leg long along the mat. Flex the feet so all 10 toes are angled up. Melt the shoulders into the mat, and then you're going to start to draw the right knee towards the right armpit. So you should just start to feel a gentle hip opener, gentle hip stretch. Again, you're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Then from here, we're going to stretch the right arm out to the right. Take an inhale, and you're going to exhale, cross the right leg over to the left. Be mindful to keep that right shoulder blade grounded. Gaze might come out the right fingertips. You're lengthening with the inhale, twisting into it on the exhale. And then as inhale, bring that right leg back to center. Grasp behind the thighs, straighten the leg, push through that right foot again, melt the shoulders into the mat, stay here, or start to draw that right leg in closer towards you. And again, push through that right foot so much that all 5 toes are angling in towards the face. Another breath here. And then let's release that right leg all the way down. Point the toes again, reach the arms up overhead, get that length. And then again, you're going to hug the knees in, take a few rocks from left to right. Good, and then bringing it back to center. Grasp around the right shin and your left shin, and you're going to stretch the right leg long this time. Again, melt the shoulders into that. Flex the feet, and then you're going to start to draw the left knee towards that left armpit. So again, feeling that gentle hip stretch, gentle hip opener. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And then let's stretch the left arm out to the left. Roll the left shoulder blade into that. Take an inhale, and then you're going to exhale, cross the left leg over to the right. Roll the left shoulder blade into that. Gaze might come out the left fingertips again. Lengthen as you inhale. Twist to those exhales. Take another breath here. And then let's bring that left leg back to center. And again, grasp behind the left thigh. Push through that left foot. Melt the shoulders into the mat. Stay here or start to draw that left leg in closer towards you to feel a deeper stretch in the back of that left leg. Just remember, nothing forceful. Be gentle. Relax the jaw. And just release that left leg all the way down. Once again, point the toes, sweep the arms up overhead, get that length. Hug the knees in. This time you're going to bring the grasp behind the thighs. Engage the core. Keep the shoulders broad, but you're going to bring the nose up toward the knees. And then with this few rocks, find your boat pose. So boat pose might be knees bent, hands behind the thighs. Knees bent, arms long, or legs straight, arms long. Wherever you are, nice long spine. Open up the shoulders. If you're following me, opposite hand up the shoulder, elbows pinned in, keep the chin away from the chest, moving with control. Take an inhale as you exhale, lower to a hover. Core, not momentum, is going to inhale, bring you back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up, pause. Stretch the arms long. Right ankle over left. You're going to bend the knees, feet down, torso up, let the fingertips graze the earth alongside the hips. And then just check in with yourself. Shoulders are over the hips. Keep that, but let the chin fall down towards the chest. So just feeling a gentle stretch through the back of the neck. Core is still engaged, so you're still drawing the belly button in and up. Another breath here. And then let the right ear just fall over towards the right shoulder. But same thing, you don't want the torso to sway to the right. Keep the torso neutral. Perfect, let the chin fall back down towards the chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Just a few moments here. Check in, make sure the torso remain neutral. Good, and let the chin fall back down towards the chest. Pause here. If the eyes are closed, blink the eyes open. You're going to turn the palms forward, moving as if the air were heavy. You're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, bring the gaze up. Exhale, sweep it down, let the chin fall back down towards the chest. Inhale, reach it up, gaze comes up. Exhale, sweep it down. And again, inhale, reach it up, pause. Reach like you want to touch the ceiling, melt the shoulders away from the ears. Release the right fingertips down. Rotate the left pinky in, take an inhale. You're going to exhale the left fingertips over to the right, and then you're going to start to rotate the heart center over towards the left. So possibly bringing the gaze out and underneath that left arm. Make sure you're not caving into the right shoulder. Keep the sit bones grounded, maybe hinge a little bit more. Good, then from here, left hand's going to release onto the right knee. Right fingertips are going to reach up. You got it. Rotate the right pinky in. Take an inhale, exhale the right fingertips over to the left, and then you're just going to gently pull yourself into that right knee. Again, relax the shoulders. Maybe hinge a little bit deeper. Good, and then as inhale, bring the arm and torso up. Right hand behind the right sits bone. Inhale, long spine, and then exhale, twist, bringing the gaze out that right shoulder. And again, check in with the torso. Long spine with inhales, you're twisting on the exhale. Keep the twist, but reach the right fingertips towards the back of the room. Right fingertips are going to reach up towards the sky. Left hand's going to cross onto the right knee, so you're making a big X. Hands are going to leave the knees. Backs of the hands are the palms together. Elbows up in line with the shoulders. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Engage the core. Squeeze the arms, and then you're going to start to bring the gaze and the forearms upward. Shoulders are broad. Squeeze the arms. Keep the breath. Good, and then just bring everything back to neutral. Release the bind, sweep the arms up, gaze comes up. You're gonna release the hands behind you, fingertips facing you, lean into the hands, step the feet to the mat. Feet hip distance, knees hip distance, open up the heart, exhale all the air out, and then you're gonna inhale, lift the hips. If it's comfortable, drop the head, press firmly into the feet, firmly into the hands, so you can lift the hips up a little bit higher. Awesome, hips release down. Two peace sign fingers catch the two big toes. Heels off the mat. Straighten the legs as best you can. So that might be here, that might be here. Wherever that is, you're going to try to keep the legs and the torso right where they are and release. Again, opposite hand on the shoulder, elbows pin and chin away from the chest. Stay here, take an inhale as you exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hover, inhale to pause, arms long, left ankle over right this time, bend the knees, feet down, torso up, Fingertips graze the earth alongside the hips. Again, keep the shoulders and hips in line. And again, let the chin fall down towards the chest. Then right away, let the right ear fall over towards the right shoulder. Head is going to gently fall back. Left ear, left shoulder. And just moving mindfully in these circles. Good. And the next time the chin's down at the chest, you're going to pause. And then you're just going to reverse the circle. So left ear, left shoulder. Head gently falls back, right ear, right shoulder, and so on. Moving a few times in this direction. Good. And the next time the chin's down at the chest, again, go ahead, pause, recenter. Blink the eyes open if they're closed. Turn the palms forward, moving with resistance. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, bring the gaze up. Exhale, sweep it down, let the chin fall back down towards the chest. Inhale it up, gaze comes up. Exhale, sweep it down. And again, inhale, reach it up, pause. Reach like you want to touch the ceiling. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Left fingertips release down this time. Rotate the right pinky in. Take an inhale, exhale the right fingertips over to the left. And again, you're just going to rotate the heart over towards the right, bring the gaze out and underneath that right arm. Sits bones stay grounded. Reach through the fingertips. Make sure you're not caving into that left shoulder. Got it. Right hand releases onto the left knee. Left fingertips reach up. Rotate the left pinky in. Take an inhale. Exhale the left fingertips over to the right. Gently pull yourself into that left knee. Make sure the shoulders aren't creeping up. Maybe hinge a little bit deeper. Inhale the arm and torso up. Left hand behind the left sits bone. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist. And just be mindful you're not leaning back. You're lengthening up. So the crown of the head is stretching up towards the sky. Lengthen on those inhales. Twist as you exhale. Perfect. Keep the twist. Reach the left fingertips towards the back of the room. Sweep the hand up towards the sky. Left hand crosses onto the right knee. Hands leave the knees. Again, back to the hands or the palms together. Elbows up in line with the shoulders. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Engage the core. Start to bring the gaze and the forearms upward. So lower back bend, upper back stretch. Another breath here. And then let's bring everything neutral. Release the bind, sweep the arms up, bring the gaze up. And again, hands behind you, fingertips facing you. Lean into the hands, your choice. Feet to the mat, or if you want to take it further, straighten the legs, point the toes. Either way, open up the heart. Exhale all the air out, and then you're going to inhale, lift the hips. If it's comfortable, drop the head, broad shoulders. Breath is steady. So you can lift the hips up a little bit higher. Awesome. Release the hips down. Step the feet to the mat. Catch the two big toes. Last round of boat. Heels leave the mat. Straighten the legs as best you can. Keep everything where it is. Release. Opposite hand over shoulder. Elbows pin and chin away from the chest. Stay here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower to a hover. Chin away from the chest. Inhale. Bring it back up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up. Exhale, hover. Inhale it up. Pause. Arms long. Feet down with or without the hands. You're going to rock up onto the toes. Bring the hands to the heart. Lean back, lengthen up. Shoulders over the hips. Crown of the head stretching up towards the sky. Nice long spine. Hands down, hips high. Drop the head, drop the heels. Find your first forward fold. Completely release into it. Let the head hang. Neck, toes, shoulders relax. Make sure you're not locking out the knees. Then let's inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. This time, inhale the arms out and up, joining the palms, bringing the hands to the heart center. Interlacing the fingers, you're going to inhale, sweep the palms up, shoulders relax. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, mild back bend. Inhale, center. Hands to the heart center, mountain pose. Interlace the hands at the base of the back. Inhale, the heart center open. Slight bend in the knees as you exhale and fold. Drop the head. Relax the toes. Palms might press together, arms might reach up, but again, don't be forceful. Got it, release the hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands, step back plank. Spread the fingers as wide as possible. Push the heels back, crown of the head stretching forward, hips are in line, core is engaged. Push the mat away, lift the hips, drop the heels. Find your first downward facing dog. And then go ahead and make whatever movements you need here in your down dog. Maybe walk the dog, maybe three-legged down dog, maybe sway from left to right. Remember, your practice, your movement, always listen to your body. Good, and then finding that neutral down dog. Really establish your down dog. Push the mat away with the hands. Lift the hips up and back. Heels are drawing down. They don't have to touch the mat, but they're drawing down. Heart center's pressing towards the legs behind you, and armpits are rotating in towards one another to broaden the shoulders onto the back. Inhale, roll it out to a high plank. Pause. Right knee's gonna release. Pivot the right foot over to the edge of the mat. Pivot to the inside of that left foot. Reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. Push down through that right hand as much as you're lifting through those left fingertips. Make sure you're not caving into the right shoulder. Stay here or bring the left foot hip height. And push through that left heel like you're trying to kick that wall behind you. Stay here, bend the left knee, reach back to the left hand, catching the foot or the ankle. Gently kicking it into the hand. Move the hips forward. Open up the heart. If you want to challenge your balance, maybe bring the gaze up. Awesome. With control, let's stretch everything long. Just release the hand down. We're going to pivot the right foot so it's in line with the right knee, and then you're going to angle that left pinky toe down. Strong foundation, the left hand. Stretch the right arm long. Gaze is straight down. Push through the heel, reach through the fingertips. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, arch the back up. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it long, stay here. Bend the left knee, reach back to the right hand, catching the foot of the ankle. Gently kicking it into the hand. Strong foundation up on hand. Concentrate on pressing into the area where the fingers and the palms meet so you're not bringing all the weight into the wrists. Perfect. With control, stretch everything long. Exhale the hand and knee down. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And then it's inhale, roll it back out to a high plank. This time you're going to release the left knee down. Pivot the left foot over to the edge of the mat. Pivot to the inside of the right foot. Right fingertips are going to reach up. Push down through that left hand. Reach up through the right fingertips. Stay here or bring the right foot hip height and push through that heel. Get as long as you can in every direction. Stay here. Bend the right knee. Reach back to the right hand, catching the foot of the ankle. Move the hips forward. Open up the heart. Again, gaze might come up, challenging your balance. Strong foundation at bottom hand. Breath is steady. Got it. With control, let's stretch everything long. Bring just the hand down. Pivot the left foot so it's in line with the left knee. Angle the right pinky toe down. Strong foundation, that right hand. Stretch the left arm long. Gaze is down. Push through the heel. Reach through the fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Arch the back up. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it long. Stay here. Bend the right knee. Reach back the left hand, catching the foot or the ankle. Again, gently kicking it into the hand. Strong foundation at bottom hand. Breath is steady. Perfect. With control, let's stretch everything long. Hand and knee down. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward dog. And this time you're going to inhale, roll it out to a high plank. Knees if you need them, but elbows bending backwards. You're going to slowly lower all the way down. Flip to the tops of the feet. Exhale all the air out. Inhale up cobra. Keep the elbows pinned in, shoulders broad. If you feel pinching in the lower back, back on immediately. Release it back down. Retuck the toes. You can always go through tabletop first. Pin the elbows in. Press yourself back up plank. Push it back down, dog. Gaze forward. Walk or quietly float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold right away. Let's inhale the arms out and up, joining the palms, fold right through as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands, step back plank. Knees if you need them, halfway down and hold. Elbows pinned in, hips in line, shoulders broad. Flip to the tops of the feet, up dog. Thighs and legs off the mat, sink the hips, open up the heart. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. 2 more times, just like that. Gaze forward, walk or quietly float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms out and up, joining the palms, fold right through as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands, step that plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, put those elbows in, make sure you're breathing. Beautiful. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, just like that, gaze forward. Walk or quietly float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms out and up, joining the palms, fold right through as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands, step that plank. Exhale, lower halfway down, take a moment. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg high. Without opening up that right shoulder, go ahead, bend the right knee, open up the hip. So left heel's releasing, right knee's reaching, push the mat away equally. Your choice, stay here or quietly find your flip dog. If you're flipping your dog, make sure to make little or no noise when that foot lands behind you. Push down through that left hand, lift through the hips, reach through the fingertips. Bring the gaze back down, come back into your hip opener. Remember, everything is optional. You can stay here. We'll take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale up and open. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale up and open. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the thigh and arch the back up. Softly step the foot through. Warrior one, we're gonna pivot that back heel down, heel to heel alignment, lunge into the knee, bring it up, warrior one. Left hip is moving forward, right hip is moving back, lunge into the knee, reach through the fingertips, arms are framing out the ears. If you want that back bend, go for it, bringing the gaze up. Relax the toes, relax the shoulders. Humble warrior, hands to the base of the back. Inhale, the heart center open. Exhale it down, humble warrior. Check in with yourself. Don't let that right hip poke out to the right. Try to keep that hip right in line with the knee. Depending on how the shoulders feel, again, palms might press, arms might reach. Check in with the back foot. Make sure you're not caving into the arch. Check in with that front foot. Relax the toes. And let's release the hands down to frame the right foot, straighten the right leg. Walk the hands to the middle of the mat, turn the toes, release the heels, make any adjustments you might need. Inhale, lengthen, then you're gonna exhale, fold, Pasarita. Drop the head. Make sure you're not caving into the arches of the feet. Sits bones are tilted up, head is hanging down. And make sure the weight is evenly distributed. So most times I bring more of the weight into the heels of the feet. If that's the case for you, move some of that weight into the balls of the feet, and vice versa. Eyes might close. Breath is steady. And let's walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, flat back. Engage the core. Stretch the arms out towards you. Get as long as you can. Then you're going to inhale, bring the torso up. Turn the right toes forward. Lunge into the knee, warrior two. Push the mat away with that back foot. Lunge into that right knee, and then you're steering the knee towards the knee toe. Reach to the fingertips. Keep the lower half the same. Flip the right palm. Inhale forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Lunge into the knee. Reach for that wall behind you, and then see if you can steer the knee towards the pinky toe even a little bit more. You should feel that help tuck the right hip under. Good, and it's inhale, bring it up. Exhale, right forearm, right thigh. Stretch the left fingertips forward. Left arm in line with that left ear. Pinkies rotating down, and then you're rotating the left rib cage open. Make sure you're not caving into that right shoulder. And maybe use that right forearm to kind of steer the knee towards the pinky toe a little bit more. Good. Circle the left hand down. Pivot off the left heel. Reach the right fingertips up. Lengthen with those inhales. Twist with the exhale. Make sure you're not caving into that left shoulder. Toe heel the right foot over to the edge of the mat. Turn the right toes open. Release the right hand to the inside of the foot. step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Sink the hips, bring the hands to the heart, lean back, lengthen up. Make sure you're not caving into the arches of the feet. Nice long spine, shoulders broad. Hands down, hips high. Bring the feet at least hip distance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Again, arms are framing out the ears. Tuck the tailbone. Bring the hands to the heart. Keep the spine long, hinge. Left elbow, right thigh. Use that left elbow into the thigh to help your twist. Push the palms together to help your twist, and then you're steering the heart towards the thumbs. Check in with your alignment. If the knees aren't in line, that means your hips aren't in line. You want all that to be in line. Lengthen with each inhale, twist with those exhales. Good, then just exhale all the air out. You're gonna inhale, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands. Walk or float back, flow through, or right to your down dog. Other side, let's inhale that left leg high. Again, without opening up that left shoulder, bend the left knee, open up the hips. So right heel's releasing, left knee's reaching. Stay here or quiet as a mouse. Bring it into flip dog. If you're in that flip dog, lift the hips. Push down through that right hand, stretch the left fingertips forward. Bring the gaze back down. Come back into your hip opener. Staying here is an option. Or take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale up and open. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale up and open. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the thigh and arch the back up. Softly step it through. Warrior one, pivot that back heel down, heel to heel alignment. Lunge into the knee when you're ready. Bring it up. So right hips moving forward, left hips moving back. Arms in line with the ears. If you want that back bend, go for it. Just keep the arms in line with the ears to make sure you're not cranking the head too far back. Another breath here. Humble warrior, hands to the base of the back. Inhale, the heart center open. Exhale, brings it down. Humble warrior. Again, keep that left hip tucked in. Try not to let that left hip poke out. Palms might press, arms might reach. Relax the toes, make sure you're not caving into the arch of the back foot. Relax the toes on that front foot. Carefully release the hands down. Straighten the left leg. Walk the hands to the middle of the mat, turn the toes, release the heels, any adjustments you might need. Inhale, and then exhale, fold, Hasarita. Any hand variation, hands underneath the shoulders, hands might walk through the legs, hands might walk to the edges of the feet, or a variation I didn't mention. Again, your practice. Just make sure you're there mindfully. Sits bones tilted up. Head hangs down. You should definitely feel a stretch to the back of the legs, maybe the eyes closed, bringing that gaze inward. And start to walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, flat back. Engage the core, arms out to a T. Inhale, bring the torso up, turn the left toes forward. Find your warrior two. Push away with that back foot. Left knees over the ankles, steer towards the knee toe, reach to the fingertips. Keep the lower half as is, flip the left palm. Inhale forward, exhale, reverse your warrior. Reach for that wall behind you, just make sure the shoulders aren't creeping up. You're still pushing away with that back foot. You're still lunging into that left knee and see if you can steer towards the pinky toe just a hair more. Inhale it up. Exhale, left forearm, left thigh. Stretch the leg fingertips forward. Again, make sure you're not caving into that left shoulder. Get as long as you can all the way from that right foot, reaching out those right fingertips. Pinkies rotating down. Right rib cage is rotating open. Another breath here. And then let's circle the right hand down. Pivot off the right heel. Left fingertips up. Lengthen with those inhales. Twist with those exhales. You're pushing back through that right heel. Lunge into the left knee. Then let's toe heel that left foot over to the edge of the mat. Left toes open. Left hand down, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Sink the hips, eventually hands come to the heart, lean back, lengthen up, broad shoulders. Hands down, hips high, bring the feet at least hip distance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone, engage the core. Hands to the heart. Keep the spine long, hinge. Right elbow, left thigh. And again, use that pressure into the thigh. Right elbow into the thigh to help your twist. Push the palms together to help your twist. And then you're steering the heart towards the thumbs. Make sure you're not rounding out the back. Keep that spine as long as you can. Relax the toes, knees together. Yep, knees in line, hips in line. Good, let's exhale all the air out. We're gonna inhale, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands. Walk or float back. Flow through, or right to down dog. Once you're in your down dog, if you have shoulder issues, you're gonna avoid doing this. Gaze in between the hands, and just see if you can set both arms down at the exact same time. Walk the feet up a step, maybe 2, maybe 3, up to you, and then you're gonna drop the heels down. So you should feel a good stretch through the back legs. Push through the forearms, lift through the hips, release the heels, breathe. Walk it out to a forearm plank, pause. Keep the right elbow where it is, but you're gonna pivot the hand over towards the left forearm. Rotate to the outer edge of the right foot, left fingertips up. Forearm side plank. If you can stagger, if you can stack, you can come down if you need it. Make sure you're not caving into that right shoulder. Got it, switch it out, left forearm down. Move the right hand. Bring the left hand over to the right forearm. Rotate to the outer edge of the left foot. Right fingertips up. Hips high. Engage the core, breathe. Another breath here. Right forearm down. Knees down. Child's pose. As long as you need here, water break, breathing break. Moving down dog. It's going to be basically the same flow. We're just going to tweak it up, add a little bit more challenge. Remember, everything is optional. Once you are back in that down dog, again, we're going to inhale that right leg high. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. You can stay here, or you can find a regular flip dog or a floating flip dog. If you're working on a floating flip dog, come into a regular flip dog, and then just see if you can hover the right foot above the earth. Keep the hips high, breathe. Bring the gaze back down. Come back into your hip opener. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale up and open. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale up and open. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the thigh and arch the back up. Softly step it through. Warrior one, back heel pivot. When you're ready, bring it up, warrior one. This time, hands to the heart. Keep the spine long. You're going to hinge forward, float it up, warrior three. Push through that left foot. Slide up dog in the chest, relax the right toes. Carefully bow down the right leg. Hands eventually release, left toes to the back of the mat. Pivot the heel down, warrior two, windmill it up, warrior two. Bring your hands to the heart, straighten the front leg, bend into the back leg, turn the right toes up, Skandasana. Pasarita if you make this pose. Hands can be down or hands to the heart. No matter where you are, left elbow is gently opening up that left hip. Push through the front foot, Try to angle all 5 toes up. Lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Got it. Your choice, with or without the hands, back into your warrior 2. Flip the right palm. Inhale forward. Exhale, reverse. Lunge into the knee. See if you can steer that knee a little bit more. Keep reaching. Straighten the right leg, reverse triangle. One long line of energy from those right toes, reaching out those fingertips. And then it's inhale, bring the arms and torso up, reach as far forward as you can go. Right fingertips down, left fingertips up, Trikonasana. Lean back onto that imaginary wall. Right hips tucking, left hips rotating open, left rib cage is rotating. So remember, the goal is not to get the hand to the floor. You're trying to get the right side body lined up over the right leg and that left side body lined directly over the right side body. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Keep Trikonasana, but reach the left fingertips forward to take a breath. Bend into the right knee, your choice, form to the thigh, or hand to the inside of the foot. Just make sure you're not caving, really roll the rib cage open. Push with the back foot, reach with the left fingertips, tuck the right hip under. You got it, circle the left hand down, pivot off the left heel, right fingertips up just for a moment, and then you're gonna bring the gaze slightly in front of your mat. Circle the right fingertips down in front of that right foot, float the left leg up. Rotate the left hip open, eventually left fingertips might reach towards the sky, half moon. Push through the foot. Reach through the fingertips, relax the toes. Got it, left hand down, step the left foot next to the right. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Find your chair. Hands to the heart. Strong foundation of that left foot. You're gonna pick up the right foot, right knee over the left leg. Toes down or full eagle legs. If the hips sway over to the left, bring the hips neutral, arms long. Left arm over the right, bend at the elbows, backs of the hands or the palms together, elbows up in line, roll the shoulders over the back, squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms, maybe start to hinge. Make sure you're breathing. Try to relax the toes. Keep that breath relaxed. If you're hinged, carefully bring the torso back up. You're gonna slowly unravel the legs, unravel the arms, come right into a forward fold. Let the head hang, take a moment here. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms out and up, joining the palms, fold right through as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands. Walk or float back, float through, or right to down dog. Other side, left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. You know your choices, no flip dog, regular flip dog, or maybe play around with that floating variation. Hips high. Wherever you are, you're breathing. This is awesome. Gaze back down, come back into your hip opener. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale up and open. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale up and open. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the thigh and arch the back up. Softly step the foot through. Back heel pivots, warrior one. Inhale it up when you're ready. Hands to the heart. Keep the spine long, hinge. Float it up, warrior three. Push through that right foot. Try your best to angle that right pinky toe down. It's gonna help keep the hips squared off. Relax the left toes, make sure you're breathing. Carefully bow down the leg. Awesome, hands release. Right toes to the back. Pivot the heel down, warrior two legs. Windmill it up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Hands to the heart. Bend into the back knee, turn the left toes up. Skandasana. So right elbows gently opening up that hip, whether the hands are down or not. Push through that left foot. Lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Another moment here. Got it. With or without the hands. Warrior two. Flip the left palm. Inhale forward, exhale reverse. Lunge into the knee. Steer that knee towards the pinky toe, reach for that wall behind you. Keep reaching, but straighten that left leg as long as you can from those left toes, reaching out the fingertips. Inhale, arms and torso up, reach as far forward as you can go, and then left fingertips down, right fingertips up. Push the mat away with the feet. Lean back onto that imaginary wall. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Engage the core, engage the breath. And then stretch the right fingertips forward. Bend into the left knee, your choice, form to the thigh, or hand to the inside of the foot. Push with that back foot. Reach the right fingertips forward. You're still rotating the right pinky down, rotating that right rib cage open, tuck the left hip under. Circle the right hand down. Pivot off the right heel. Reach the left fingertips up just for a moment. And then you're going to bring the gaze forward. Circle the left hand down in front of that left foot. Float the right leg up. Rotate the right hip open. Reach the right fingertips up, half moon. Push through the foot. Relax the toes. If you want to challenge your balance, bring the gaze up. Awesome, right hand down. Step the right foot next to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Chair pose. Again, hands to the heart. Strong foundation, that right foot. Pick up the left foot. Cross it over the right leg. Toes down for a kickstand or full wrap for full eagle legs. Just keep the hips neutral, arms long, right over left. Bend at the elbows, backs of the hands or the palms together. Elbows up in line, roll the shoulders into the back, squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms. Maybe start to hinge. Keep breathing. Keep that gazing point, relax the toes. If you're hinged, carefully come out of it a little bit. Unravel the legs, unravel the arms right into a forward fold. Take a moment here. And then let's inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms out and up, joining the palms, fold right through as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and plant the hands, walk or float back, flow through, or take it right to down dog. Once you're back in that down dog, again, if you have shoulder issues, you're not going to do it. Gaze forward, so you set both forms down at the same time. Walk the feet up a step, maybe two, and then get on the toes as high as you can. So maybe you're just balancing on the two big toes, and then lift the right foot up towards the sky. Push down through the forearms, lift up through those right toes. Right toes down, switch it out. Left toes up. Again, push down through the forearms. Keep the shoulders broad, make sure you're breathing. Left toes down, knees down, child's pose. As long as you need here, down dog whenever you're ready. So the good news is for those of you who hate form stand, it's only half a month now.
Sure. There's always a bright side, right?
There's always a bright side. One more flow, down dog whenever you're ready. So again, same thing, we'll just be tweaking it up a little bit. Let's inhale that right leg high. Bend the right knee, open up the hip, no flip dog, regular flip dog, floating flip dog, or go for the bind. Bind is a floating flip dog, you're just reaching back with the right hand, catching the foot or the ankle. Rotate up, keep the hips high, breathe. Bring the gaze back down, come back into your hip opener. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale up and open. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. Get as high as you can on those back toes. Squeeze the thigh and arch the back up. See if you can keep the hands planted. Step the right foot through. Back heel pivots. When you're ready, warrior one on the inhale. Arms are framing out the ears. Hinge. Float it up. Warrior three. Push through the foot. Reach through the fingertips. Try to get that left leg, arms, and torso parallel with the earth. If you need to release the hands, go for it. Or bend into the right knee. Stretch the left toes back. You're going to find your crescent lunge for a moment. Open it up. Warrior two. Flip the right palm. Inhale forward. Exhale, reverse. Lunge into the knee. Reach. Straighten the right leg. Pause for a moment. Inhale, arms and torso up. Reach as far forward as you can go. Right fingertips down. Keep Trikonasana, but stretch the left fingertips forward. That'll give you an extra stretch to that left side body. You're still rotating the left pinky down. Tuck the right hip under. Push the mat away with the feet. Bend into the right knee. Find your extended side angle variation. Left arm might wrap around the small of the back, half bind. Right arm underneath the right leg, full bind. If you're not a bird of paradise person, chair pose is an option. If you have the bind, keep it. Bring the gaze down. Step the left foot forward and pause. Bend into the knees. Strong foundation, that left foot, come up to the right toes. You're gonna arch the back, kind of think cat pose. Use your core, carry the right leg up, pause. Tuck the right hip, open up the heart. Maybe straighten the right leg. Keep the breath flowing. If the leg's straight, rebend. With the same control, bring the foot down, release the bind, shake it out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Find your chair. Hands to the heart. Come up onto the toes. Sits bones onto the heels. Lean forward, hands down. Get a strong foundation of hands. And then you're going to rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. Lift the hips. Bring the knees in towards the armpits. Use the toes to move forward. See if you can pick up one foot, maybe both feet. Push through the hands. Lift through the hips. Any escape plan you have. Walk back, jump back, float back. Moving in down dog. One more side. Left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip, no flip dog, regular flip dog, floating flip dog, or go for the bind. Hips high. Breathe. Awesome. Take your time. When you're ready, gaze back down. Come back into your hip opener. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze the thigh, arch the back up so you can keep the hands planted. Step it through. Back heel pivots. Bring it up on your inhale. Keep the arms in line with the ears. You're going to hinge. Float it up. Warrior three. Again, you're trying to get the arms, torso, right leg parallel to the earth. Reach through the fingertips. Push through the foot. If you need to release the hands, go for it. Or just bend into the left knee. Stretch the right toes back. Crescent lunge on the inhale. Open it up. Warrior two. Flip the left palm, inhale forward, exhale reverse, lunge into the knee, reach, straighten the left leg, pause for a breath, inhale, arms and torso up, reach as far forward as you can go, left fingertips down, but you're going to keep stretching the right fingertips forward. Get that extra stretch, just make sure you're not caving, open, you're still tucking the left hip under, you're still rotating that right rib cage open, perfect, bend into the left knee, find your extended side angle variation. Right arm around the back for the half bind. Left arm underneath the left leg for the full bind. Everything is optional. Chair pose if you don't want bird of paradise. Gaze down. As many hops as it takes, bring that right foot forward and pause. Bend into the knees. Strong foundation, that right foot, come up to the left toes. Arch the back, think cat pose. You're going to carry the left leg up. Tuck the hip under, open up the heart. Maybe straighten the left leg. Relax the toes, breathe, take your time. When you're ready to bend, With control, bring the foot down. Release the bind, shake it out. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Chair. Second chance at Bakasana, hands to the heart. Come up onto the toes. Sits bones onto the heels. Lean forward, hands down. Get that foundation. Rotate the eyes and the elbows forward. Lift the hips, knees in towards the armpits. Use the toes to move forward. One foot might lift. Both feet might lift. Push through the hands. Lift through the hips. Any escape plan you have. Walk back, jump back, float back. We'll lean in down dog. And again, shoulder issues, you're not going to do it. See if you can, or bring the gaze forward, forearms down. Walk the feet up, and again, get as high as you can onto the toes. Right foot up towards the sky, bend into the left knee, slight swing with the right foot, hop 3 times. After your 3rd time, switch it out. Right toes are down, left toes up. 3 times. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. After your 3rd time on the left side, child's pose. So pose in line. Just forearms stand. If you don't want to do it, you do not have to do it. If you want the wall, you do the wall. Just as we were practicing, you're going to bend into whatever side you feel comfortable, swing with the other, and slightly go up. You're not going up with force, you're going up with control. Push down through the forearms, reach through the feet. When you're done, same control, you're going to bring it down. Child's pose. Gaze is down at your mat. If you don't want to do this, you can do whatever your heart desires. Were you in gymnastics, Jen?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I flunked.
No way.
That's
You
not
came
doing
back
it.
out of it. I wish I could do that.
You
She literally went into a form wheel and then flipped back into a form stand.
I'm working on the control part, not the flexibility.
That's steamy. Play with it, of course, as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, make sure you come to child's pose for at least 3 breaths. And then after those 3 breaths, we'll just find our backs. And we're going to end with a bridge. If you don't want bridge, you prefer wheel. Wheel is an option, of course. If you don't want either, that is also an option. I'm going to talk us through bridge. So soles of the feet to the mat, feet hip distance, knees hip distance, bring the arms alongside the body, palms down. You should just be able to graze the heels. Flatten the lower back to the mat. Roll the shoulders into the mat. Exhale all the way around, and then you're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Shoulders might walk underneath. Hands might interlace. Wherever you are, even if you're in wheels, try not to let the knees flare open. You're steering the shins and the kneecaps forward to get length through the thighs. Hips are lifting up towards the sky. Press firmly into the feet. Take another breath in whatever variation you're in. And then with control, you're going to come down. Hug the knees in and gently rock from left to right. Then bring it back to center. Hug the knees in, roll yourself up into a tight little ball. Hug yourself, thank yourself. And then release it all into the mat, finding your final pose of Shavasana. Letting it all go, letting any intentions go, letting any thoughts go. Let the body melt into the mat. Let the mind melt away, giving yourself the gift of nothingness for these next few moments. Slowly re-deepening the inhales and exhales. Finding gentle movements by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. And then broadening the movements by rotating the wrists, pointing and flexing the feet. Eventually arms will reach up overhead, toes point down, coming into a full body stretch, creating the longest U you can create. And then hugging the knees in, maybe a few rocks, but eventually rocking your way onto your right hand side, letting your head cradle in that right arm, finding the fetal position, the position of new life, breathing in new life here, feeling new life. And then when you're ready, using the strength in the arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Letting the backs of the hands rest on the knees, shoulders relaxed on the back, eyes gently closed. And then sweeping the arms up overhead, sealing in the energy we just created by joining the hands together, and then releasing that energy to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. I want to thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Namaste.
He cracks me up. Like he literally knows. As soon as you say namaste.
Sometimes
like
he goes a little before. But for, I can't complain. Did it show up?
Nope, it did all of that.
Sweetheart,